Let's talk about hiring. It's one of the most critical, most time-consuming, and, let's face it, most human parts of any business. But what if technology is finally truly catching up? Today, we're going to dive into a project that doesn't just give you a new tool, it aims to build you an entire AI recruiting team.
I mean, let's be honest for a second. For all the tech we have, why does finding the right person for the right job still feel so inefficient? It's a pain point we all feel, whether you're a manager, a recruiter, or even a candidate. But where exactly does it all get so bogged down?
Well, it's this, the manual grind. We're talking about the hours and hours spent with your eyes glazing over, sifting through a mountain of resumes. The endless email chains that go nowhere, those repetitive screening calls, and, just the sheer mental energy it takes to write a truly compelling, personalized message to every single promising candidate. It's a process just begging for burnout, and it costs companies not just time, but top talent.
So, what's the alternative? Well, that brings us right to the focus of today's explainer, a project called AutoRecruit ADK. And it proposes a pretty radical new approach by giving you not just a tool, but an entire AI recruiting team. This right here is the core idea, pulled straight from the project's own description. It's a multi-agent recruiting Copilot. Now, I want you to focus on that phrase multi-agent, because that is the absolute key to understanding why this is so much more than just another search tool.
Okay, so let's really get into this. A multi-agent system isn't one giant AI trying to do everything at once. No, it's way smarter than that. Instead, I want you to think of it like an AI dream team. You've got specialists. Each AI agent is an expert at its one specific job. This makes the whole system so much more powerful and efficient. They work together, passing the task along the line, just like a real-world recruiting team would.
So we have this AI dream team, but how does it actually work? What does it do? Let's break down this step-by-step workflow, from the second you give it a job description to the final outreach. The whole process is this really logical 5-step pipeline. It kicks off by understanding the job, then it goes out and finds people, screens them to find the best of the best, writes personalized emails to get in touch, and, this is important, it logs every single action so you have complete transparency. So let's meet the agents that make it all happen. First up is the job intake agent. You can think of this one as the team's analyst. Its whole job is to read that job description and pull out all the crucial info, the job title, the necessary skills, the years of experience, and build a super precise profile of who you're looking for. Once it has that profile, it hands it off to the next specialist.
And that brings us to the candidate sourcing agent, who is basically the team's scout. It takes that perfect profile from the analyst and just scours a candidate database using a custom search tool to find people who actually match the criteria. But, finding them is really just the beginning.
And that's where the candidate screening agent comes in. This one's the screener. It does a deep dive on every single profile the scout found. It meticulously compares them against the job requirements to rank all the candidates and pinpoint the absolute top contenders.
And finally, we have the outreach agent. And this is where I think things get really impressive. For every single one of those top candidates, this agent writes a unique, personalized outreach email. We are talking no more boring templates here. This is communication that's actually designed to get a response. Now, what's so cool about this slide is what it says about your role in all this. While this whole AI team is running this complex process, your job is, well, it's incredibly simple. You just paste a job description into a web page. That's it. A few moments later, you get back this perfectly curated list of top-tier candidates and the personalized emails to contact them, all ready to go. Okay, so we've seen the how, but let's talk about the why. What is the real-world impact of having an automated AI team handling the very top of your hiring funnel? This really breaks down the core value. You're getting end-to-end automation, which translates directly into massive time savings. The modular system means you have specialists working on each step, not some jack-of-all-trades AI. And that leads to way better results, like personalized outreach that actually boosts response rates. And maybe my favorite part, full observability. It means you can see exactly what the AI team is doing at every single stage. This is not a black box. The project's author, Kishore Aljangi, really puts it perfectly. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky idea. It's a real demonstration of how these collaborating AI agents can be used to solve very practical, very real business problems that people in staffing and recruiting deal with every single day.
But as powerful as this system already is, it's really just the beginning. The whole architecture is built to grow and evolve. So let's take a quick peek at where a project like this could be headed next.
And the ambition here is pretty clear. The future roadmap is all about deeper integration. We're talking about connecting directly to the tools recruiters already use, like Greenhouse and Lever, using more advanced semantic search to understand context, not just keywords, and even expanding outreach beyond email to things like SMS and WhatsApp. The endgame here seems to be a single, automated dashboard that handles everything, right up to the interview itself.
You know, it all leads to this one fascinating final thought. We've gone from manually sifting through resumes to AI teams that can source, screen, and reach out in seconds. As this tech gets better and better, the question really isn't if AI will be part of recruiting anymore, but just how central it's going to become. So the real question to ask yourself is, will your next great hire be found by an AI? Based on what we're seeing here, the answer is almost certainly yes.